I gathered one of every Destined Rivals product, and the top 3 cards that I'm chasing are the Misty Psyduck, Cynthia's Garchomp, and of course, Team Rocket's Mewtwo. And when I say every, I mean every artwork, every variation, and every box, going all the way up to a booster box. Let's start with the complete set of sleeve booster packs. Alright, first pack magic. I've never had first pack magic, but maybe this is the time. Ooh, that is some beautiful art. You see, this is my problem with this set, is that I saw the comments in other people's videos and I like a lot of the artworks. So I was considering doing a master set, but that's gonna add up real fast. I'm gonna have to control myself for now, because as every veteran in the hobby says, you gotta narrow down your focus if you want to not go crazy in this hobby. Hydrapple. That is really cool art as well. All right, let's do Team Rocket next. So these sleeved boosters, I was actually able to pick up at MSRP at Target, but basically everything else I had to pay market price, which according to TCG Player right now is about $800. Yeah. So there's probably no shot we make our money back, but it's not about that, man. Diplin, Electrike, Talo, Ethan Slugma, Manectric. Oh man, dude, even the Slugma. Oh, love it. Team Rocket's Grimer, Team Rocket's Meowth, Crustle. Alright, Ethan, so next, Rattata. Ooh, the Beldum. The Beldum IR promo looks really cool. Alright, here we go. Team Rocket's Tyranitar. Man, I wish this had the amount of illustration rares like Black Bolt and White Flare, but that's asking a lot, I know. I'm actually really excited for Black Bolt White Flare. I was lucky enough to get the Pokemon Center ETB drop initially, so I got one of each. And I love Gen 5 because that is one of my most played games. All right, last pack of the sleeved booster packs, then we're moving on to the blisters. If you haven't noticed, I'm used to doing this like flip, because I open a lot of prismatic. And when you flip, that's a climax point on its own, because if it's the Eevee Master Ball, it's the God Pack. And I'm chasing the God Pack. Dwebble, Team Rocket's Mareep, and Yanmega EX. All right, so out of our sleeve packs, we only pulled the Yanmega EX. So now we're moving on to the check lane blisters. There's a lot of them. Okay, so there's actually 6 of the single pack check lane blisters, and there's a lot of variance between them. Here is one Eevee promo, one Zarude promo, the Gastrodon and the Shellos, and another 2 card, the Rabsca and the Rellor, Skeledirge, Crocolore for Coco, and then the last 3 card promo, Togekiss, Togetic, and Togepi. So if we're going in order, building all the way up to a booster box to end, let's start with the single promo card, Eevee and Zarude. We got the pack, code card, Eevee, and a coin. I don't know why, but I usually sleeve all my promo cards, even if they're just from a blister and don't have much value. As far as the coins, I will throw away. All right, here we go. The first check lane blister. Let's see if Eevee is a good luck charm. Oh, the Breloom. Breloom is such a cool Pokemon, man. Snowbird, is that Tomokazu? That is. If you don't know the other Tomokazu cards, here they are. And I think one day I'm gonna start a page of Tomokazu cards. I haven't yet, but I think I should. Ooh, Team Rocket's Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen, and more specifically Nidoking, but the pair are some of my favorite Pokemon. So the Nidoking IR in this set is definitely also a chase. Probopass. And Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX. All right, let's move on to the Zarude blister. All right, coin. This is another Mewtwo artwork pack. Let's see if we do pull a Mewtwo today, if it comes out of a Mewtwo artwork pack. That would be really cool. Team Rocket's Drowsy. That's a cool angle, looking up at him. Cyndaquil. Oh, Nose Pass. I love that. And Zeraora Hollow. All right, it's time to upgrade, if you could even call it that. All we're getting additionally is one more promo card, but here we are. The Gastrodon and Rabska 2 promo card single pack blisters. That's a mouthful. Let's do Gastrodon first. Shellos. Ooh, Wash Rotom. Oh, there's also a Rotom card in here that's super like cartoony illustrated. I don't know how to describe it, but there's also the Diplin card, and I'd consider the Mew promo the same art style. These cards are art style I wish there were more of, because then I'd make a binder page. Here we go. Zamazenta Hollow. All right, Rabska blister. Now I said build a binder, but I don't think I've talked about it yet. The way I love to collect is to pre-design pages in my binder and then fill that out. And to do all that pre-designing, I've been using the website Binder Forge. And while there is a lot that I think needs to be improved, it's also half of the fun I have in this hobby is spending time on there and finding 12 cards that when put together are greater than the sum of their parts, which is exactly the plan for the Misty Psyduck and the Misty's Lapras. I already have the Starmie V, another Rellor, ooh, Team Rocket's Hypno. Imagine if that was an illustration rare. Yo. All right, here we go. Gorbis. We got Gorbist. All right, moving on to the last of the single pack blisters. What we have next is the 3-pack blisters. So here we got the Togekiss and the Skeledirge evolution lines. The illustration rares of this I have, and I love it so much, especially the Fuecoco card, but having the others to tell the story is beautiful. But I recognize Togekiss more. Let's sleeve these guys. Oh my god, look at this Togepi card. This reminds me of the Slack Off card that I have, and I love just expansive, simple cards like this. I have a whole page. Well, I designed the whole page, but I've yet to collect the rest of the cards. All right, Togekiss, let's see what you can do for us. All right, here we go. Nidoking EX. All right, we just have the Skeledirge one, then we can move on to the 3-pack blisters. If I could figure out how to open this. Okay, great. Blaziken. Man, this Blaziken art is so good. Another card of many I wish was an illustration rare. Now, I know there is the Blaziken illustration rare, but it's a little different. I like that art more. All right, we're graduating from single pack blisters, and now we've got 3-pack blisters. They have the Kangaskhan and the Zebstrika. I don't know about you guys, but when the leaked illustration rare of Kangaskhan got out, I believed it was real right away. For the first time, I'm holding 3 packs in my hand instead of just one at a time. Ooh, another Kangaskhan card. I actually also want the Mega Kangaskhan card. I have a Mega page in my binder planned out, but I just couldn't find a spot for this to fit, so it just didn't make the cut. And there are a lot of cards for me that are just like that. I really like them, would like to put them on a page, but I just can't find a good spot or a good other 11 cards to go with it. And I'm not opposed to that because it helps me narrow down on my spending. Here we go. Garchomp EX. See, at some angles, Garchomp looks a little derpy, and I think this is one of them. And wham! Team Rocket Spidops. Team Rocket Spidops also has a spot in my Destined Rivals page. I actually have 2 pages, and they're based off of the Japanese releases because thematically they fit better like that. So on the left side, I have the Glory of Team Rocket, and on the right side, I have the Hot Air Arena. So if I pull the Spidops, it's gonna go on the Glory of Team Rocket side. And Misty's Gyarados. All right, that was the first 3-pack blister. Now Zebstrika, and moving on from this, we're gonna do the Build and Battle box. So now that's actually all of our promo cards out of blisters. The only other ones are gonna be the promo cards from the ETBs, and that is a level well above this. So I might just move these guys off to the side now. All right, let's crack open Zebstrika's 3 packs. Steven's Matang. Is there a Metagross card in it? Ooh, first hit. All right, our first hit, the Electrike. And Annihilate. Oh, dude. If this Annihilate was out a decade ago, it might be as popular as Gengar. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I think so. Here is our last pack out of the blisters segment of this video. Let's see what else can cook up other than the Electrike. And Titan EX, kind of a cool pose. Okay, while I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get much out of the blisters, I'm excited to finally move on to a box. Going up from 3-pack blisters, we have the 4-pack Build and Battle. I know a lot of people just score the side, but I don't really like to put a score in the box because sometimes I use them for storage and it always bothers me. Inside our Build and Battle, we have the checklist of all the cards to chase. And then we have the battle deck, which I feel bad throwing away even though I don't really use them ever, so I just kind of keep them around. So to the graveyard, this guy goes. We have 2 Mewtwo's and a Ho-Oh and a Garchomp. Let's just go in order of how I pulled them out. And Ethan's Typhlosion. Not the right one again, but the actual one is really cool. And I have a spot in my binder not only for that, but the Hydrapple next to it. And Arbin's Mabostiff EX. All right, there's 2 Mewtwo packs here. Let's see if it is a sign. And Team Rocket Spidops. Last pack from our Build and Battle. Whoa, hold on. I feel like right off the bat, these 4 cards, I either haven't seen yet or I just haven't noticed them. But if I just pulled 4 cards I haven't seen yet, this might be the pack. Let's see. It was not. All right, that was the Build and Battle, and now we are quickly moving up to getting more and more packs in each box. Next up is the Booster Bundle. Now I also tried not to score this in case I want to use it, but honestly, the Build and Battle box looks better. Here's the Booster Bundle and here is the Build and Battle. They have the same front, yes, but the sides are clearly better on the Build and Battle. It goes seamlessly. And then on the back, it's not seamless, but it goes together better than this thing. All right, but let's open the Booster Bundle. We're finally up to 6 packs. And next, we're gonna do the ETB, which has 9. All right, Booster Bundle, let's see what you have in store. Well, bam. Gorbist. And Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX. Okay, these I'm not usually a fan of, but now that they have it this way, with the monochrome trainer in the back and the full color Pokemon in the front foreground, these are pretty cool now. And this guy looks really clean. I wonder what the margin is on him. Could be a 10. Now this guy deserves a top loader. Now that I think of it actually, so does the Electrike. So any sort of full arts, illustration rares, and obviously special illustration rares, they're gonna get a top loader. And Crustle. And Team Rocket's Wobbuffet. I'm excited for the ETB because the Wobbuffet card is really, really good. I love the story in the card that the Team Rocket grunts are just chilling with their pets in the lair, playing video games. All right, 2 more. And Electivire EX. I love Electivire, and this thing looks sick. All right, 1 more pack. And Ethan's Typhlosion, Hollow. Okay, so it's going okay so far, but I'm just waiting to get to the end, to the booster box, and I'm hoping that that's where we get our big hit for the day. We don't have that much more to go. We got both ETBs and then the booster box. So first off, we'll do the regular ETB. The regular ETB I am very excited for because the actual box, it's like the two pieces that separate, is one of the best looking ones so far. And I keep all my essentials like my sleeves and card savers and a deck box in the ETB box. So upgrading to the Destined Rivals one is very exciting. Okay, but first let's compare the ETBs. Now while I love how red is the primary color on the Pokemon Center, the carbon fiber print on here looks so cool for displaying. I'm just glad that the carbon fiber is on the actual box regardless, because that's the most important part for me. Oh man. All right, let's slide them out. Look at that. This might be one of the best sets to ever release. Actually, before we open this, I want to spread open the artwork that's on the inside. For every ETB I get, I want to at least see it. I don't do much with it after, but there is work put into the inside, so I want to appreciate it. There we go. Mewtwo, Garchomp, Team Rocket, Ethan and Ho-Oh. That is really cool. And finally the ETB. Oh, this guy already is not very near mint. Okay, hopefully the Pokemon Center one is in better condition and that's the one I would use. But this is so exciting. Ooh, then we have our Wobbuffet. The centering looks really good on the front. I'd like to crack them open and see what's up. The dividers are so cool. Oh my god. Now I just need a Team Rocket deck box to go into this, just like I have on my 151. Ooh man, look at these dividers. Wow. Wobbuffet deserves a top loader. And the sleeves. The sleeves are pretty cool, but if the sleeves looked like this, they would be a lot cooler. Here are our 9 packs. Let's put them right over here to pull from, and let's get started. Oh bam! Team Rocket's Tyranitar. You know what I haven't seen yet is a shiny energy. Are there any shiny energies in this set? Are those only in special sets? Ooh, Arcanine. I'm waiting for a really good Arcanine illustration rare, man. He is a fan favorite and one of my favorites. Who doesn't love a big dog? Cynthia's Garchomp EX, our first duplicate of the video. And Team Rocket's Sneasel. Oh bam! Oh, okay, I messed that up, but there is a hit. MC's Hype. This is a really colorful card. Ooh, and I felt some texture on there. Love texture on cards. Let's give her a sleeve and a top loader. Now we're up to these 4 hits. Can you really call this a hit because it's guaranteed in the ETB? But it's going to be part of the collection, so that's a hit. Ooh, wait. So there's another card behind this because this was the first reverse holo. So this is only the second reverse holo slot. It could just be a holo behind this. And nothing cool. But let's see. Yep, it's a holo. Alright, so from this one ETB, we've got 2 hits. Next up is the Pokemon Center ETB. Let's hope that we can get the same amount of luck because the Pokemon Center has also 2 more packs. Wha-bam! Team Rocket Spidops. And Steven's Metagross EX. Alright, and Team Rocket's Wobbuffet. Alright, we're down to the last pack of the ETB, and then we can move on to the Pokemon Center version. Oh, the cute little Growlithe card. The white outline, I've not seen that. There's a white stroke around him, and I haven't seen that on any other cards. That's kind of cool. And Ethan's Macargo. Okay, we worked our way up to an ETB from sleeved packs, and it's already paying off. We got 2 hits. 2. Now we got the Pokemon Center ETB. Let's see if we can top that. All right, not only is this the first PC ETB I've had in my possession, it's also the first that I'm gonna rip. So this is kind of a big moment, guys. Now I think I do want one of these for the sealed collection, just because of how iconic the set is and how visually different the Pokemon Center one is from the regular ETB. And also, come on, black and red, that color scheme makes any display pop out. Ooh, man. I love the shininess of this cardboard. All right, let's break this box down. Now, if you don't know, in Pokemon Center ETBs, not only do you get the same card, but with the stamp of Pokemon Center, you get the copy of this that doesn't have the stamp. So I'm gonna open this up and you'll see that there's 2 cards. We have more beautiful dividers, code card, and look at that, 2 cards. There's the stamp, and there's no stamp. Oh no. Oh god, I dropped the Pokemon Center one, guys. There's so many Pokemon here. There's Wobbuffet, Sneasel, Weasel, forget which one's which, a Drowsy in the back. I'm sure one more I'm not seeing, but it's just a game night for the Team Rocket runs. You got chips out, some Sody Pop, maybe some pizza on the back. Look at this Persian neon sign. That's actually really cool. And there's so many small details in cards like this. Like there's posters in the back, a portrait of Giovanni right there in the corner. You see, it's cards like this that got me back into the hobby. And now we have our 11 packs. That is a lot of value if you can pick it up at MSRP. And not only that, while I don't support scalping, if you're a true collector, this is one of the biggest ways to get a come up on value towards cards you actually want. If you bought this for $60 on the Pokemon Center, this guy alone has a market value of $180. 3x the money you spent. So if you took that Pokemon Center ETB, brought it to a show, and traded it towards a card you really wanted, you're up. All right, for this one, just because I love how the Pokemon Center ETB looks, I'm going to put it back to normal and put right there. Let's do this thing. Whoa, heck yeah. That is a real hit that we need for the binder. And it looks like a really clean copy. Behind there is a Team Rocket's Wobbuffet and an Energy, but the Spidops, man, the black and green monochrome looks so good, dude. Oh, it's super clean. One little weird nick on the top corner, but this is going in the binder anyway. It has got a flawless front. Okay, these ETBs are treating us really well. I can't wait to open the booster box, which is next. Well, bam. Dondozo EX. Interesting. Kind of feels out of place to have Dondozo in this set, but oh well. Well, bam. Blaziken. And again, still no shiny energies. I guess there's no shiny energy in the set. Well, bam. Misty's Gyarados. And whoa-bam! Oh, I messed up. Hey, Electivire EX. Man, I'm kind of disappointed seeing this, that it doesn't more closely resemble this. Because this is really cool, and here he looks like short and stubby and not threatening at all. But hey, you can't look a gift card in the... You can't look a gift card in the... What's a good saying? You can't look a gift card in the art? You can't look a gift card in the art. I hated that. Well, I give him a top loader anyway, even though kind of mid. Whoa, bam. Ho-Oh-EX. I don't think we pulled this one yet. Whoa, bam. Ethan's Typhlosion. Whoa, bam. Gorpist. Alright, so far we've at least matched the regular ETB with 2 hits, and we have 2 packs left. Let's see if we can hit 3. Whoa, bam. Crystal. All right, we are down to the final pack of the Pokemon Center ETB before we move on to the booster box. All right, Ho-Oh. All right, here we go. First reverse holo slot, Team Rocket's Larvitar. Just another reverse holo, Arvin Spovit. And lastly, the final slot, Team Rocket's Crobat EX. It's a card that we haven't pulled yet, so it's not an entire loss. All right, we're up to our final product, the booster box. But before we crack that open, let's see what we pulled so far. We have the Electivire EX, Team Rocket's Spidops, Pokemon Center Stamp, Team Rocket's Wobbuffet, regular Team Rocket's Wobbuffet, the Rapidash, the MC's Hype, Team Rocket's Wobbuffet from the regular ETB, Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX, and Electrike. All right, so just like the Pokemon Center ETB, this is the first booster box I've ever bought and ever ripped. And immediately, this thing is much heavier than I thought, but I guess it makes sense because there's 36 packs in here. But I'm excited to crack open my first ever booster box. Now this booster box I actually got at market price, yes, but the vendor that I met had it priced well under market at $230 when it was like $250, and I traded some other packs that I got at MSRP towards this. So I think I got a really good deal. Let's see if I could get some really good pulls. All right, so we have a lot of packs to go through, and I feel like this video is already kind of long. So I'm gonna speed things up a bit and just, I'm sorry, but skip to the hits of the end. Annihilate. Gorbis. Team Rocket's Articuno. Team Rocket's Tyranitar. Marmie's Grimmsnarl. Missy's Gyarados. Arvin's Greedent. Team Rocket's Wobbuffet. Ooh, Team Rocket's Crobat EX. Ooh, Team Rocket's Orbeetle. Dondozo EX. Cynthia's Garchomp EX. Zamazenta. Crustle. Hydrapple. Electivire EX. Ethan Cyclosion. Gorbist. Team Rocket Spidops. Hydrapple. Missy's Gyarados. Team Rocket's Persian EX. Whoa! Ho, ho, ho. Now that is a flipping hit. Oh, heck yeah. Super clean. Team Rocket Zapdos. Arboliva EX. Ooh, Arbin's Mabostiff EX. Team Rocket Psydups. Oh, Shaman. This is such a pretty card. The color palette, like the pastel side of these colors, is so good. Man, this booster box is really cooking up. I don't know why I waited this long to open a booster box. Oh yeah, probably because I entered at the worst time possible and booster boxes are like $300. Sorry. Zero Aura. Blaziken. Ooh, Ethan's Adventure. Dude, considering how popular Ethan is, this is quite the hit. I'm not crazy about Ethan either which way, but this seems like a really good card for the community. Cynthia's Roserade. Team Rocket Zapdos. Ooh, nice. This is the third card from our Glory of Team Rocket page. We are absolutely scoring for the binder right now. It's a Titan EX. Ooh, man. The last booster pack of the video. Today, we opened a Pokemon Center ETB and a booster box, both my first times ripping them, and we have been doing pretty well. I've got a lot of cards that I want for the binder, so I don't need to buy those as singles, and a lot of other hits that I could use to trade. While I'm happy already with what we got, let's see if in this last pack there is enough magic to give us the Mewtwo, the Cynthia's Garchomp, or the Misty's Lapras. Here we go. This one we'll take slow and steady. Alright, get the code card out. Diplin, Electrike, Talo, Ethan Slugma, Arcanine, Obama Judge. Alright, here we go. First reverse holo, Arvin's Toadschool. Next slot could be illustration rare. It is a reverse holo Teams Rocket Transceiver. Alright, here we go. The last card in this opening is 3, 2, 1. Oh, dang. Team Rocket's Wobbuffet. Alright, let's go over what we got in total. Alright, this is what we have as far as EXs. So we pulled a total of 20 EX cards. My favorites being the Electivire. And here is all the big hits that we pulled. We pulled 16 full arts or bigger cards, this bottom row being just from the booster box alone. And these 5 already have a guaranteed spot in my binder. It's honestly kind of weird that I pulled these 5 cards out of everything because they all go on the same page. Alright, so here are the binder pages I was talking about. So when I design a page, it starts with a theme. And this one is pretty easy. It is not only Destined Rivals, but more specifically Glory of Team Rocket side of the set. And once I get into Binder Forge, I try to rearrange it mostly by color. So trying to organize the cards in gradients and having the colors transition across the page or up and down. When you have clashing colors all next to each other, even though they're the same theme of cards, it makes it look less like one piece of art. So there are our 5 pulls: the Nidoking, the Wobbuffet, Spidops, Rattata, and the Orbeetle. I'd say we had a pretty good time ripping.